spoiler for if you haven't actually seen my rank up video yet from Epic of Pain, but my first rank 4 is Count Nefaria. And it worked out perfectly that Raids was going to drop a couple days after I ranked him up. One of the first days I was really able to play the game a lot. And then I realized that he is raid tagged for Assault. So I switched my role from Vanguard to Assault and took him into raids, and we're just going to see how, well, frankly, completely busted he is for it. So this is my first attempt. We are using the Crit Crusher buff, and the way you want to manage this one is just by baiting the opponent's heavy and then punishing it heavy or special. And then if you punish it, you're going to gain a precision passive. It helps if I'm actually able to, do it properly. But anyway, once you get the precision passive, you will want to eventually get 5 of them, and then you're going to have the max cap. The precision passives increase both crit rate and crit damage, so they cycle really, really well. And at that point, you just want to be OP Count Nefaria, because you're just going to be hitting super hard in every single attack, especially once you get the Furies up from your SP2. All of the Deathless champs, except for Vision, have really easy specials to parry at the end. I say that after I immediately just not getting it right versus this She-Hulk for some reason. But if you do get those parries, then you are going to be placing energy vulnerabilities, which is super, super good because those multiply the damage of Count Nefaria exponentially. They help out his damage so much. So you can see we started with no ramp, so we only have 3 roll force right now, because I was the first person to start doing this fight. And you can see we're already halfway through the timer. Believe it or not, Nefaria is going to be able to do the entire 12%, except for a few fractions of a percent, because she goes down 12%, but she doesn't trigger the whole unstoppable and unblockable and stuff for some reason. So there was a few fractions of a percent left. Same thing, I don't even know what happened, but either way, we're going to go for an SP2 here, and we need to do 8% more in the next minute. Still have very minimal roll force, because again, we're just starting this run, and we're hitting like a truck now. We just want to keep stacking the energy vulnerabilities, keep ourselves in Ionic Overcharge. I think I'm going to go for an SP1 soon, maybe not, probably. But we want to keep spamming the energy vulnerabilities with the parry on the special. We have 4 of them there, which I've never even had 4 of them at once before. And the fight's just going to eventually go down. This She-Hulk wants you to use lights or mediums to stop the suppression and that kind of thing, which we're going to do pretty easily. And then, like I said, the challenge to get the precisions is to counter the opponent's heavy or special, which is pretty easy, frankly. Oh, we actually did reach the threshold. I thought there was a fraction of a percent that didn't happen. We're just gonna actually time out because, funnily enough, Count Nefaria is gonna prevent most of the ability power rate from the defender because of being in Ionic Overcharge, because that's just silly. So I threw my SP3 animation for some reason. Didn't have any use in doing it, but yeah, that was cool. So now let's actually watch him take the fight when ramped and see how absurd he's going to be when we have some roll force actually going into the fight. And we're not just going to stay on She-Hulk, we're going to see a fight from all 4 of the defenders. The only thing is that Thanos I just started on, so we weren't really ramped at all, and I was the first person to fight Thanos, so there's only the initial ramp from Thanos because I'm out of revives. And yeah, obviously I can't do anything about that for a few more days. But we're just going to go ahead and ramp up, get our precisions up, get into Ionic Overcharge, and parry those special attacks just like normal. You can see I actually got into a nice rhythm of getting the parries down right after failing a lot of them earlier. So I want to do a bunch of light attacks there. Now I have Furies up. That's a 2 million crit, which is pretty absurd. And also, counter evade counts as light attack for Nefaria for some reason, which is kind of interesting. So that's going to help the roll force and stuff at least a little bit. That was like a 1 million damage medium, and this is just insanity. So, only a little bit over a minute, and we already capped the fight. Now, of course, my Nefaria is a rank 4. However, it's pretty blatantly obvious that if you're using even a rank 2, you're still going to be capping with like an entire minute to spare. So, now we're going to be fighting Vision. This is the most annoying fight on the run for multiple reasons. One of them is you can't really parry his special attacks very well because they're one hit, so they are kind of difficult to parry. And two, he's going to give you a prompt that wants you to dex, which is also going to be annoying because you want to parry the special attacks when you can, but he's going to want you to dex sometimes, which is going to kind of throw you out the rhythm. You want to parry a lot with Nefaria, mainly for the evade, both on basics and on specials, so that definitely gets in the way a little bit, but it's whatever. We're going to go for a special 2 here. It's going to do a crap ton of damage, and, you know, we're still going to be able to cap this, like, super easily. It's just, this is, like, the most annoying fight of the 4 of them, just because of the special attacks that he has and the prompts that he has. So, dodge me or perish. I'll do that in a minute. Gonna go ahead and siphon some energy back, get the dex there, so do the things, and now we have dodge me or perish again. Go for an SP2 here. In a moment after I do the dex, he wants me to dodge him again. I'm like, okay, can we stop doing this, please? Didn't get a crit at the end of that special 2, but that's alright, I guess. You can not, well, I mean, you can evade and then immediately heavy, and it works. Don't do the light attack. You don't need to. You don't need to even in the slightest. I just, for some reason, did the light attack. You can just evade and then heavy, and it like works like every time. That's for every single counter evade. With Nefaria, meaning with if you're countering a basic attack or countering a special. That's not with every single counter evade in the game. That's with every single counter evade that Count Nefaria can use. Anyway, all that waffling on, we're fighting this Deathless Guillotine now, and I want to bait the heavies initially, counter them initially, and go ahead and get my precisions up as fast as I can. I don't know what I'm doing here. I wanted to do I wanted to do that. I wanted to trigger the heavy counter and the evade at the exact same time for some reason. Not a real reason to need to do that, but cool, I guess. And then here we're going to go for the SP1, go ahead and siphon some energy, and we're going to get the max we can get from SP1, which is devouring 8 of them. And now I need Guillotine to throw specials consistently. That degen's doing nothing to me because we have so much degen resistance. And then drop the SP2, get Furies, 2.4 million crits. It's not even as much damage as when I was doing raids with Emma Frost, who did get removed from the tag, but it's still like so much more damage on basics and everything. Obviously, Nefaria is better than Emma Frost was for raids, but Emma Frost was completely insane for raids when I did that. So, just a little bit of a comparison, because my most recent raids champs have been Emma Frost and then Black Panther Civil War, which ended up being garbage. Don't use BPCW for raids, it's really bad. And now Nefaria, who is back to normalcy. It feels really good again. So, gonna fight Guillotine once more, and then we're gonna fight Thanos. Again, the initial ramp on Thanos, because I was the first person to get there. And yeah, go ahead and bait those heavies, counter them. I want to go for an evade here. Didn't have the spacing, but it's fine. Gonna get it right there instead. And now I want Guillotine to drop her SP1 real quick, or SP2, that also works. Gonna go ahead and siphon a little bit first. And then she's gonna drop it. I'm gonna get the evade. Again, all of these Deathless champs have really easy specials to trigger Nefaria's counter evade on, except for Vision, and even Vision you can still make it work. And then Thanos, he's going to place a panic on you and stuff to make it to where you can't always evade, but you're still going to be evading a lot in the fight, so it's not even that bad. And yeah, Guillotine, I'm going to drop an SP1 here. I need her to drop a special 2. She's going to go for it right there, and then get the evade. Go ahead and place another energy vulnerability. And the damage is just, as you can tell, completely insane. That was almost 1 million damage on just the heavy. And you can see the medium light is doing 1 million damage. So, SP2 here, what do you know? It caps the fight. We go to red again, because again, Nefaria's stuff is silly, and I just let her kill me. So she gets to do her own 1 million damage crit, which is fair, I guess. And now we're gonna fight Thanos. So, final fight of the video, with my 60% health or so Nefaria. Just reading what he wants the prompts to do, and I notice, oh, he gives you grit in this fight? I didn't realize that. That makes this so much better. Because Thanos is unstoppable is annoying to manage, and it would definitely be annoying to manage with Nefaria. He doesn't have any unstoppable control or anything. And the reason Nefaria was doing most of like the Thanos bosses and stuff back in the Decay meta was because of Decay. So, hey look, there's the evade into heavy that I was talking about earlier. So that's cool. I don't always get the timing right on the special one, both the beam or the final hit, but I get it right a good bit in this fight still. So he's gonna eventually go and place the panic on me. Right there he did, but at least we got an energy vulnerability up first. And then I'm gonna go for an SP2, or an SP1, my bad. Siphon some stuff, Dex there, evade there, place an energy vulnerability, and we are going to Dex, and then not evade, parry, go for the special 2, get the Furies up, and we're already hitting so hard, only a minute into the fight with, again, no ramp, because I was the first person going in. So, just keep going with the Dexes, keep placing that energy vulnerability if we can help it. Messed that one up, but it's okay. Here he wants me to heavy attack, and I do. I noticed that he's unblockable now, so gotta worry about that a little bit. Dex the special, my bad, never mind, I don't Dex the special. But it's all good. Anyway, we're panic again. Is that panic debuff 10 seconds? It looks like 10 seconds. I could have sworn it was 5 seconds on attack. Maybe it's 10 seconds on defense or something stupid. I really don't know. Panicked again, but that's fine. There's no reason for Nefaria to be panicked. This fight is going like clockwork. Anyway, go for an evade here. Into the special 2. I want to Dex, and then he's throwing the SP2 now, which we can't really counter with the evade or anything. Eat a combo here, but our resistances just make it to where we're kind of chilling. Go for a parry here, and looks like he's going to go for another SP2, and going to get the parry there. I need him to drop another special. He does. Go for an evade. Going to go for a heavy, and what do you know, another special. And then I'm going to go for my special 2 in a moment, right after that evade. And then this does a really nice crit. We've done 6% of his health already. And then just keep punching him a bunch. I'm out of my energy state, so I need to go for an SP1 again real quick, which we're going to get right here. And then hopefully rush to another SP2 before I'm inevitably going to die. So drops an SP1. We go for the heavy, not the heavy, the evade. And then I need to relic here. And then I'm going to do a little relic, light pause light thing to let me have enough time and power to get to an SP2. And that's 8% of Thanos' health, just done with Nefaria on the initial attempt. Pretty ridiculous if you ask me. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this one. A bit of an odd way to showcase my first rank 4 as one of his first videos, but it was, aptly timed. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. I'll see you in the next video.